Good afternoon, boys and girls. I am Arnold, Detroit, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am here to tell you about the offensive lineman, the big, strong, like bull, massive men. Watch out, the predator! Get to the chopper! So sorry, reflex. Anyways, that's what we're going to talk about today. The offensive linemen and how great they are. The big, massive, muscular, bench 700 pounds. And you're going to see them and you're going to love them because you love big men like me. Yeah. Yeah.
This next person here is really moving up the charts. When I first looked at him, he was in like the 80s and 90s. He was like a solid like second or third rounder. But since the combine, he's really moved up. This guy's name is Monroe Freeling. He's an offensive tackle from Georgia, 6'7", 315 pounds. Now Monroe Freeling, ran the 40 in 4.93, had a 33.5 vertical jump, has 34.75-inch arms and 10.75-inch hands. He also broad jumped 9 feet, so he's explosive. He's a great athlete. He has a basketball background. He's great in pass protection. He's got the adequate arm length, like we said, 33 and a half to 34. 34 is like usually what they call the cutoff, and he's 34 and 3/4. So great arm length, active hands, got big hands. He's got a quick first step. And once again, he's best fit in zone blocking. Once again, these kind of slender guys that are athletic and fast, they do well in zone. The cons for Monroe Freeling is that he's a better pass blocker than he is a run blocker, and he needs more mass. And he's 6'7", so he's got to work on his pad level. And his worst fit is actually going to be those gap heavy schemes. He needs to be in a zone blocking scheme. But I'm sure he can do either one. But when your team is drafting, you want to look at how they best fit with your system. They can have a RAS score of 10, and they can be the best character in the world, but if they don't fit your system, the way your offense is run, sometimes they don't work. And we used to see that a lot where you would just draft like the best, taking the best guy possible or the best guy available isn't always the best thing. It has to be the best guy available for your system. And he is going to be better in zone blocking. That's Monroe Freeling. He is number 23 on CBS and number 30 on PFF. Another guy who's up the charts due to his combine performance and also just due to being more recognized is Max Iheanachor. Max Iheanachor is an offensive tackle from Arizona State. 6'6", 330 pounds. So Max has all the makings of a right tackle. He has the size, the height. He's got the thickness. I saw this guy in the combine. His legs are he didn't miss any leg workouts. He ran a 4.91 40. He had a vertical of 30. His broad jump was 9. His hands are 9. His arms are 33.9. So he's right once again on the verge of being a left. But this guy, he's a right tackle all the way, I would say. The pros for him, he's massive, but he's athletic. He's quick. He's got quick feet. He played basketball, and when he's growing up, he played soccer. He didn't play football till later in life. He's got fluid hip movement, and he's powerful, and he's competitive, and he said he's got a little bit of a nasty streak. Now, the thing with him, he's a better pass blocker than a run blocker, but he looks the part of a natural run blocker, so once he gets that going, I think he'll be good at both. And that's why he's moving up the rankings. He has slow recognition of stunts, of course, because he's only been playing football since I think he was a senior in high school. His hand timing is poor, sometimes oversets, leaving those inside lanes, and he needs to work on his second level blocking. And with that, being new to football, penalties. He's going to be a little grabby at times. So the team he goes to, he definitely probably be best as a right tackle initially, and then maybe move to left if it works out. But he can contribute right away at right tackle, I think. Our next tackle on the list, that's also moving up the charts, is a tackle named Gennings Dunker. Now, Gennings Dunker, he seems to me to possibly be more of a guard, only because he a lot of times when I was watching him at the combine, he was a little bit stumbly. He was on the ground a lot. And if you're going to be outside, like as a tackle, you don't want to be stumbling around. You're better off if you're, as a guard, if you're stumbling down, because then they got to jump over. You can't just run around you. So you're still clogging up the area if you fall. But I don't know if he was just maybe too amped up and he has problems with his balance. But he's quite an athlete. He's a 5.18, vertical 32.5. Arms are 33.5, so right at the cusp. His hands are 10. He's 6'5", 319 pounds. So he's a powerful tackle with great leg drive. And this guy's got some big legs too, man. He's got some tree trunks. He's got a powerful grip once he's engaged. He's got a nasty streak plays to the whistle. He's got a good anchor and pass protection, and he's got a great base, and he won the Joe Moore Award. The cons are his lateral movement needs work. He needs work on his mirroring, his hand placement, and pad level, just like any other tackle coming out. Sometimes takes poor angles in zone blocking, and conditioning may become a factor. I don't know. He's at 319 pounds. He looks like he carries it well. This guy's got some flowing red hair too, man. He's fun to watch with that hair. Put him next to Tate Ratledge, man. We'll have the mullet brothers on the one side. The mullet brothers. But that's Gennings Dunker. Moving up the charts. The next tackle is Blake Miller out of Clemson. He's 6'7", 317 pounds. Ran a 5.0 40, vertical jump 32. Arms 34.25, so that's good. And he benched 32 pounds. Or 225 32 times. So that's good. So Blake is very athletic and agile for his size. He's got a great kick slide. He's improved in his pass protection. He's got a great punch, and he can play both right and left tackle. Because he's got the arm length and he's got the height too. Once again, the problems are high pad level. Needs to improve on run blocking. He needs more power and better footwork. He's best served as a right tackle in a zone heavy or pass happy system. So those kind of things like that, the pass happy system, that's a third of the NFL. So he's going to be a nice fit. He can play right or left. So he's got position versatility. And, if you don't want to do that, maybe throw him at guard for a while and then see how he does. So that's Blake Miller. Blake Miller is somebody who's kind of coming out as of lately after the combine. The last tackle I have on my list, Caleb Tiernan, 6'8", 323 pounds. That is a big guy. He is one of the bigger guys. 6'8", 323. He ran a 5.3 40. He had a 32.25 inch arm. So his arms are kind of short, but he's long though. Taylor Decker was kind of like that. He kind of had a little bit shorter arms, but he was long. Taylor Decker was 6'7". So there's a massive tackle who's at his best in pass protection. Good footwork and hand placement. Got a basketball background, excellent lower strength, and he's a 5-year starter at Northwestern. So the cons are, once again, shorter arms. They're going to let that defender get into his chest. He's going to need to improve on run blocking. He's a little bit slower with his lateral agility because of tight hips, and he's tall and big, and Yeah, probably kind of a little bit lumbering. Being tall, he has to work on his pad level. And he may do better inside at guard, depending. He's kind of tall for that, I would say. Might be pushing it for a guard, but, sometimes you can throw him in there, maybe at left guard, and then let him work his way out to left tackle. But he definitely looks the part of a left tackle.
So that's that for the offensive lineman. I hope you enjoyed the data and the research. If your team needs an offensive lineman, these are the top, I think it's 9 or 10. But these are just offensive tackles. So we already did defensive ends. We're finishing up offensive tackles. Next, we'll be doing cornerbacks and then linebackers, and we'll keep going until the draft comes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Everybody, if you haven't subscribed, like and subscribe. Keep Detroit Damon growing. And check out my Detroit Donald Trump commercial that I put out. I think it's funny, but anyways, if you like that type of stuff. So the Detroit Damon Robinson, I'm out. Peace.